on the final hour, I have Relic underscore cosplays. I hope I said that correctly because I'm not sure.
It's Relic.
Relic. All right, Relic.
Either one works.
Okay, Relic underscore cosplays. Now, every question I ask during this interview, you could choose not to answer, but it makes it a lot more funner when you actually answer questions. But I know some questions might hit a little too hard or just something you don't really want to, you just don't want to answer. I've had a couple like that already, so it's understandable. Now, first question, I always start this. Who is Relic underscore cosplays?
Underscore cosplays. That is a very good question. Who I am is I see myself as an entertainer slash just you. Not really. I mean, somewhat your everyday Joe, you know. But I feel like it's part of or a big part of my responsibility to spread like power, positivity, spread all the good stuff that can be spread, and I try to do that throughout all forms of social media, whether it's via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, which I have been liking on lately, and TikTok. All of them go for it. So I'm just here just to try to spread smiles, cheers, laughs, you name it. That's what I'm trying to spread, other than hate. So that's one thing I don't tolerate.
Okay, so basically you're a person that you use content creation as a way to make everyone happy, put a smile on everyone's face, like make someone who is upset like turn that frown upside down type stuff. That's really freaking cool. That's really cool. Now, what exactly got you into TikTok in the first place?
Well, I'm coming up on my 1 year on being on TikTok. October will be my 1 year, and how I got started was actually about a year ago. This time, I started off like just like most people on the app as a watcher, you know, kind of getting a feel for it, watching, seeing what other people are doing, and then I did the first video. The first video I uploaded was a duet I did with a really good content creator. Her name, I don't know if this is her name now, but at the time it was Baby Jinxie. I probably butchered that. I'm sorry. And that got me started, like seeing like all of these other people like doing cosplay, just having fun, being themselves. And I was like, you know what? I want to do that. I want to get in on this. I want to be a part of this. You know, try to just throw like myself out there. You know.
So you hopped on the train to like do like to find another way or another outlet to make people smile. That's like or just like make people happy or entertained. That's really fucking cool. Kind of how I started it too. Like I saw something I liked, I wanted to get going, but that's really cool. So why did you download TikTok in the first place?
Well, I've constantly said this every time I've been asked this. Why I downloaded it in the first place? Well, it started off as like a fucking joke. That's part of my language. It started off as a joke, really, because like I downloaded it. A lot of my friends told me about it, and I'm like, okay, so what it is just, you know, like at the time before I downloaded it, my perception of it was, okay, so what it is you're putting yourself out on a public platform for other people to see, and you're doing something. That's how I saw it. And once I downloaded it, I saw what was going on. I'm like, okay, so this is what it is. And my opinion changed from when I downloaded it. And I was like, okay, so it's a lot more than what I thought it was. It's a lot more. It's complex yet simple, if that makes any sense.
No, it does, because when I downloaded it to kind of like get myself out there more exposure, find a way. And then I had no clue how to use it. I made some stupid ass videos, but then Blood made a countdown video and fell in love with it because she saw growth immediately. She's like, I like this.
Right?
And yeah, continue.
And that's how I got started as well.
Nice. So
I actually want to go ahead.
No, go. This is all about
I was
you.
gonna say actually how I got started with my main OC that I have now that has seemed to have sparked amongst TikTok. Actually, one of my good friends helps me get started with it.
Nice, very nice. So now, what I actually meant earlier in my first question is like, who is Relic Cosplays? It's like, who are like, as in you, like in real life?
Yeah. Okay. So me in real life, I'm okay. I'm just like I consider myself just like I'm this guy who's put here, and I feel like my sole genuine purpose is to help anyone who needs help, to be there for anyone who needs it, to uh, I'm pretty much that guy, like kind of like a brotherly figure, as I have been told a lot of times. Just that one person that you can always run to and stuff. Like I want to be there for everybody. I want to be that one person that you know you can run to if you need something, and if I can, and I'll do my best to help you out.
Yeah.
I'm. It's just how I am. It's
And
like
you remind me. You remind. I don't want to cut you off, but you remind me of myself actually, because that's how I am. I love helping people. I love trying to go out of my way to help people. But the problem is like everyone, like people around you, like even initially, like are like, I don't want your help. But yet when you're on an app like this, people want come to you. People like want your help. People want you like your actual attention. And a lot of people take like people like us for granted because like if someone comes to me with a question and I mean I'm going to answer them, I'm going to help them out, or if they need something I will try to help them out as best as I can. And while in real life, and my like people I know just from work and just other things, talking to people, it's like it's the opposite. They're like, get the fuck away from me. Who the fuck are you? Like, it's so weird. But that's interesting. That's interesting. And yes, Elo, we do need more people like him. We really do. More people who want to make people smile. And like, if the world was built around that, everyone would be happy.
I totally agree, and that's another thing. Like, I try to see what ever since I was little. All right, ever since I was little, I've had this one dream that it's to a lot of people it seems impossible, but like I know it can be done. We just all have to like pardon. I don't mean to mean this to sound this way, but like it's kind of true. But like in order for this to happen, we all kind of need to get our heads out of our ass and work along, you know. And what this dream is like I want everyone to be able to get along, be able to like lend helping hands, don't and just be nice as a person, like spread kindness. Like that's what that's one of my dreams I've always had, is to change the world for the better, to spread kindness, so that way we have like a better world for tomorrow, if that makes sense. And
no, it makes sense.
That's one of the things I'm really big on. So
yeah, maybe you could be the one who starts it and become president someday somehow. Like, I mean, that would be English, not my first language today. Don't mind me.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel that entirely.
That's very interesting. Like, you want to be that guy that just like makes everyone happy and kind of like make a movement where it's like, why? See, well, I'm a firm believer. I don't care what beliefs you have. Like, if we're walking down the street, I see you. I'm like, oh, you like those things? Oh, that's cool. Now, I have my own things that I like. And if you went, oh, that's cool, and actually asked about them, I'm like, oh, why do you like that? Just try to like figure out what it is and learn from it. We all would live a better life, because it's those people who like, oh, you do that, that's this. Like, that's just being like, judgmental. Like,
oh yeah, it's like what you're saying is exactly right. Like, make the world better. And the only way we can do that is like, instead of like when someone asks you something like, oh, you like that, instead of saying, or no, like you telling someone, yeah, I like this, and they're like, oh, why do you like that? That's stupid. Or just say something like, oh, that's cool. And if they're like, yeah, would you like me to tell you more about it? Or even if they don't say that, just don't be a jerk. Pretty much,
I mean, like, when you're
we
with
all
your,
have
like,
opinions.
like, when you're with your friends, you can be like, that's fucking stupid. But, like,
Yeah.
you still sit there and listen, but you're with friends. But if you're with a random person, it's like, why do people do that? It's like, you don't know me. I don't know you. It's like,
Right?
why? I never understood that about people. And, like, there's a lot. I used to drive a pace bus, and a lot of people were so judgmental of everything because I would wear gauges and I would have I have like one tattoo that they could see. They would always judge it. They always question me about it. It's like, why? Like, let me be. Now, what about the stuff above your head on your right? Are those horses?
Those are actually my mom's horses.
Oh, they're your mom's horses.
Yes.
Very cool. Very cool. So, do you like horses, or your mom likes horses?
I do love horses as well. I haven't been around. When I was younger, my mom actually had up at one point in time, like I think about 8 to 10 horses, and it's something like I've always been around, and I just love like they're fascinating to look at, but yet like they're also okay. Most people, when they see a horse, they're like, "Oh, that's cool," or they'll have opinions. People have opinions, and to me, it's like, okay, yeah, it's cool, but like, there's so much more that you could know or could learn about it and stuff. Because like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain that kind of thing, but like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like trying to teach someone how to play guitar.
oh yeah, that's exactly what it's like. You took the words from my mouth. I couldn't even say them. So
yep. So you started TikTok. You started all these social medias. I'm kind of curious on what do you do on YouTube?
On YouTube, I actually have 2 different accounts. One of them is just like my personal account that I had tried to start gaming on when I was a squeaker when I started it. Quote unquote Xbox squeaker when I started. I was about 12, and what I would do on my personal account was like I would take my phone and at the time it was like a crappy phone, and like I would sit there and I would like have like these books or whatever stacked up, and I would have the camera facing towards the TV, and I'd just record what I'm playing. And then now my other account, it's also a gaming channel, but I haven't had the time as of late to be as productive on it as I want to be. And the last thing I've uploaded on it's actually my current one that I have is linked. Not my personal one, but my new one is linked in my TikTok page. It's the last thing I played on it was The Last of Us Part 1, and it's all I do on there is gaming. And when I'm not gaming on there, I'm just watching. I'm just like everybody else watching stuff on there. So
You're kind of like me. How I started with YouTube. I started with gaming. I originally started with gaming.
I do want to do vlogging one day though.
Start it one day. Play with your noodle. Fuck you, Wolf. Sorry, my chat. I got people who troll me, and Wolf's one of my good buddies, so he trolls me. If you understood the noodle thing, you would get it.
Oh get Lord.
Yep. So that's interesting. So you started YouTube a long time ago. How many subs do you have on that channel with just your phone pointing at the TV? Because that is so fucking archaic and like freaking old as hell now.
Oh yeah. Well, even at the time when I did it, like it was still because like that was just when like stuff like OBS. For those of you out there who know what OBS is, open broadcasting software, and other like ways of recording and stuff were just like blowing up, and I was still over here just like using my phone like, hey, look at this, I had I think I still have like 20 or 30 subs on it.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Nah.
Not bad. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. How about your new gaming one?
I think I have maybe 14.
Okay.
I haven't. I'm trying to get it out there.
It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It took me.
It's the same way with Twitch too. For me, like I figured it. Like I've noted that it's impossible, or it's close to impossible to get like all of your followers and stuff to go explore your other social media platforms. The only one I haven't had trouble with is Instagram.
Because, like, for example, for me, I hate Reddit. I think it's toxic. Twitter, I think it's just stupid, but a lot of people are on Twitter. Instagram is like, okay, look, I look pretty, post.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. And then you got TikTok, and then you got YouTube, Twitch, and like that's where I'm at. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. I post on Instagram. I do say, hi, what is Twitter once in a while on Twitter.
Yeah.
And Reddit I stay away from. But
yeah, you are
as I'm trying to get into the circle, it's like it is very true trying to get like everyone to go from one platform to another is extremely hard. Like you didn't mention Discords, but I know you probably got Discords.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me. And
I've got like two servers that I run myself. One of them is linked. It's a new one that I'm trying to get. It's just like we were talking about, trying to get my followers and other people to join in. It's in my link tree. I have it as a safe space for other people. My other one is just for my friends. So
no, that's how my Discord is. It's meant for like creators to come, help each other out, and all positivity. Like anyone who starts trolling or saying stuff that's kind of like whatever we warn them. Even though like I know people are like actually have talked to them normally. I know they're just joking, but a lot of people don't understand. Like in my server, we don't want that in there. We don't want that kind of trolling. So they gotta go bye sadly. But everyone else, like we all have a great time. Like I got so many people who come and hang, and that's what's really cool about Discord. Like bringing people together, and that's like your main hub where everyone could come that knows you and get to meet more people. It's fucking great. I love this. And Jurassic Rex actually has a question. I gotta scroll up through any more. What is your favorite monster drink?
Ooh, my favorite.
Because of your hat.
Yeah. That's actually a tough one for me because I've tried them all, or all that I know to exist.
And then also Amanda says, you need to tell him he's great at TikTok. He doesn't think so, but I know so.
She's right. I don't. But my favorite Monster energy drink. It's either it's between the white one, the white 0-calorie one, or it's kind of like a salmon kind of color. 0-calorie one as well. And then there's this one that me and one of my friends, funny story about this one. Me and one of my good friends, we were in Walmart one day and we were looking at monsters, and the cashier, she looks at us and she's like, you know, that blue and orange one right there tastes like Smirnoff if you've ever had Smirnoff. And me, I'm only 20. My friend, he's 21, so he knows he drinks. He doesn't drink all the time. He drinks just like on special occasions and stuff. And like me and my friend looked at the lady and we were like, okay, we'll take your word for it. I don't remember the flavor. It's like, I think it's like mango loco or something, or peach mango loco or something. And like we tried it and I got hooked on it from the first time I tried it. So
nice, very cool. Yeah, Monsters, like ironically with me, I can't have energy drinks. I can have G Fuel all freaking day. I can have pop all freaking day. As soon as I have a Red Bull or a Monster, there's something in it that I could have it as soon as I wake up. I will not be able to sleep at night.
That's actually kind of funny because a lot of people on my social medias and stuff don't really know this about me. But I'm actually ADHD and autistic, and you would think that giving something full of sugar to an ADHD kid,
It does the opposite. I am too.
For me, it does opposite. Like, I can drink a gallon of coffee. I love coffee. Don't judge. I love coffee. Like, I could drink like a cup or two a day, and like, I can't drink it when I wake up. Because if I drink it when I wake up, I'm immediately gonna go back to bed.
Right?
Yeah, like, if I can drink it at night and then I can go to sleep and I'll be fine. You give me a cup of coffee at night, I'm out, you know?
Yeah, so, but no. I am too. I'm the same way. It's just with energy drinks. That's the thing. Like, I actually...
Energy drinks are kind of the same way for me, too, so...
Yeah.
I relate to what you're saying there.
And
I didn't mean to cut you off for nothing.
You good. But it's so weird, right? Like, you could have a freaking, like... You could have, like, coffee and this and that, which is caffeine, and it stabilizes you. You get to focus a little bit more. You're not totally out of sync of mind, and people think you're crazy of how much caffeine you have. But it's like, no, it just stabilizes me. And... Yeah.
Now, there's some, oh yeah. Well, hey. Now there are some days like, okay, when I used to work for Walmart. About a year ago. About 2 years ago, I worked for Walmart, and good God, it's crazy to think that. But when I worked there, I first started out on first shift, and that was a 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. shift. First thing I would do when I got there, I would go buy me an energy drink or two, and when I would go to break, like first break, and then I would buy me another one, and then lunch, I would buy me another one, you know, because like there's sometimes, like when you work or whatever, you already know like you're gonna need it, you know.
Yes. And
Walmart was like that with for me constantly, so.
That's interesting. Like I mean, not interesting, but that's totally freaking true. Like with me, I used to do that all the time. I used to work like 12-hour days, just 2 different jobs, and I would just have energy drinks to get going, but then like that crash like at like 6 p.m., 8 p.m. was just like horrible. Like it is so bad, and you feel like poop, you don't feel good. And yeah. But the weird thing is like having like freaking G Fuel mixed with Diet Dr. Pepper, it's like, let's go, and I can fall asleep. The hell?
I've never had any of the G Fuels. Are they good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Which one is the best one?
My favorite is Tropical Rum because it has such a strong kick to it, like the taste. So like I have that with Diet Dr. Pepper in the morning. I have that almost all day anyway when like I'm not at work. I have water when I'm at work because I deliver mail. So I mix it up, I drink it, and I'm just like, oh, this is so good. It wakes me up, gets me going. And it's called Tropical Rain. It's really good. I would try it sometime, and it's and they have vitamins and stuff. It's high in caffeine, but they have vitamins in it. So it's like you're getting...
So it's like a caffeine shot with vitamins.
Yes, and it gets you going. It's really good. It is so good. Now, what is... We know why you got into TikTok. We know why you make TikToks. But who is... Ooh, this is a good one. I haven't said this one yet. Who's your TikTok crush?
Which one?
Ooh, let's go!
Because, like, I have a lot of them because... Well, the reasons I have a lot of them is because, one, they're really, like, I enjoy their content, and it makes me feel good, it makes me feel wholesome, too. Some of the people on TikTok, you can judge me for this if you want to, but some of the people on TikTok, you know, some of them were gifted with looks. Now, I would personally like to get to know them, like, for personality. You could have just said, but
some of them are hot.
Oh, yeah.
Or sexy.
Oh, yeah. But, like, you know, that, for one of them, a lot of people that may know who I'm or may know this one, is Kino Saze or Saze. I don't know.
Kino Saze. Oh, no. Okay, check this out. I got a little short story real quick. I was interviewing her, and I got her name right on the interview because my good buddy, Broken Darkling, she's on TikTok, she does Twitch, she's live right now, was like, you mess her name up, she's gonna fuck you up, and she's gonna ream you an asshole that's brand new. I'm like, uh-oh. And I looked at her name hard. I went, because she didn't tell me what the name was. I'm like, I'll make you fucking figure it out. Read her name hard. I'm like, okay, it's Kino Saze. Okay, there we go. Said it correct, and she's like, you got my name right. Because I would call her Kinosuke, Kino Sasuke.
Right? When I first saw her username, I did not know how to pronounce it. At first I thought it was Kino Sky, because like that's
right.
Like I glanced over it so fast, and then I had to go back and read it. So I went back and read it. I'm like, okay, how do you say this? And I was like, okay, is the A long? Is it short? You know?
Yeah.
That's kind of like the same thing. Like a lot of people have a tough time saying my username. I have friends that call me Real, and I'm like, it's Relic. You know, and it's kind of the same thing. I don't care like if you butcher my name though, because like it's funny. I find it funny. So.
I kind of wish I did butcher her name for her to really actually have a good highlight, because that would have been great. It would have been great, but it's like, like she's cool. She's like the queen of thirst on TikTok.
Oh yeah,
she really is.
That's one of the big reasons she's one of my TikTok crushes, is because her fucking thirst traps, man. Like, and not only that, she is bomb at transitions. I can do transitions to an extent. I can't do Kino level transitions. Amanda knows exactly what I'm talking about, because like at one point in time, Amanda's still going strong with transitions, and I praise her for that, because she's getting better and better at it.
Oh, Amanda is. She is.
Oh yeah, but Kino, like when me and Amanda first started trying to do like we had a mini transition war, and we were like, okay, we're not good. We aren't that good. We're not Kino good, but we're good. So anytime like I think of transitions, I'm like, okay, is this Kino good, or is this just meh? You know. So
I got one. I got a one for you. Try doing a transition with two people.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you haven't seen my content then.
I have.
Yeah.
Your transitions, I don't know how you do it.
Have you seen the recent ones? The recent ones? Okay, the one with the glow paint.
Those ones have blown my mind.
Those were easy. Those were done in 30 like one shot, pretty much. It was so easy.
Oh, wow.
But the ones before, we would do all those the shots, move the cameras for each shot, and then I have to sit there and literally realign the camera for each one of those to get it perfectly to where it was before, because like it's just too many to like I don't have the right.
It's too much to remember.
It's not remember. It's like just it would take too much extra time to really write down the marks on the stand, where the stand was, how the stand where it was on the phone. Like it's so we started doing this UV thing. We love it. And the transitions are so quick. Like, we actually got so much done the other night. I was so freaking happy. And, like, I just posted today the smoothest transition I think we've ever done. Yes, we are going to play Apex, mofo. And then Dead by Daylight. Apex and Dead by Daylight. And transitions... Man, I can't speak. Transitions they're actually really simple. If you actually had someone to sit there and say, hey, can you do the countdown? Or, like, keep the camera in the same spot, then it's fine. Like, but if you move it at all, you're screwed. If you can't position yourself the same, you're screwed. If your costume's too big, it's going to make you look like you got way bigger or smaller.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane.
Why, like, I try to... Yeah. I totally agree with that. And which is why, like, all my cosplays and stuff, I try to keep them as simplistic as possible. And me and Kino actually discussed this in her Discord server, like in voice chat one day, because like we were talking about transitions, and I was like, you know what? While we're on this topic, Kino, I've got to ask, how do you do all these smooth transitions? Like, how do you get the timing so tuned in to where it's perfect? Because one of the thing, like, and the transition I was specifically talking about at the time was the head spin transition, you know, and I can do that one. Like, you can ask Amanda on this one, and it's buried somewhere in my page. I have this one transition video where I'm doing like all these transitions, and I do this one head transition, and Amanda was like, "Holy crap, that was probably one of the smoothest transitions I've ever seen." And my only problem with, like, I've done it once, I can't do it again because I can't get the timing right, and the only way I can get close at all is if by using the actual like timer, like the count. Okay, when you go to like record videos and stuff, you have the 10-second and then you have the 3-second timer.
Yes.
I have to use those. I can't just like once like I pause where the transition begins, I cannot go to where it finishes and hit play because like I'm doing, to me in my mind, with me, like it's part of the autism thing. That's way too much for me to do at once. And the timer helps me because like I can count it down, you know. And Kino's like, I can't do that countdown. I have to
really
hit the button. And I was like, you're kidding. She's like, no, I'm not joking.
Really?
So,
I didn't know that. Because like
I didn't either.
we do the countdown because like we kind of have to because like our positioning and stuff. But still, like transitions are like I like until the last shoot, I fucking hated transitions. And the last shoot is like my wife started doing all the work with the cameras and shit. I'm like, I'm just standing here waiting.
Right? I tagged Amanda in a video. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you good.
I tagged Amanda in a video because you see, right now, like this week until Friday, I'm doing an account takeover. I'm currently taking over Dark Rose Assassin's.
I saw that. That was great. I was
yeah.
why is she adding me? Versus I was legit confused. Even though you said account takeover, I was like, what? Okay.
I've confused a lot of people with it. And in the process of this, I found, so before the account takeover, I don't know if you know who the TikToker Soupy Time is. She's got like over 1 million followers, I think 1.3 million followers on TikTok. And her first transition, I tagged Amanda in from, I think it was Dark Rose's account. Amanda, correct me if I'm wrong, but I tagged her in it, and what it was is like it's one of the audios that's going viral right now. It's the one where like you're starting off standing up, and as you go to sit down, you know.
Oh, something!
Like,
someone throws something, and then they transition.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Elo did that and did pretty good. Oh
yeah. And hers, what she does, and this is her first transition, and I was like, okay. I didn't know what to expect. And she throws up a boot. Like, I don't know what kind of boot it was, but she throws up a boot. And as soon as her foot gets to here, or the boot gets to here, she transitions it from, like, her wearing, like, some, like, just normal clothing to something like that's eye-catching. And she moves her foot down. I'm like, holy, that is the smoothest transition I have ever seen for someone having done this only one time, and that is on this video. Like,
and that you would have tagged her in Rose's account, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it would have been Dark Rose Assassin tagging you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's very cool. So who started this whole account takeover thing? Like, what is this whole account takeover? Because I fully understand it, but I know everyone else doesn't. I'm just still curious on like the details on it too, though.
Okay. So I got the idea from you possibly might know him, Dark Corruption or Dark Corrupted Brains. Him and
Cassie, Sassy Cassie.
Him and Izzy Dizzy Spells.
Okay,
I may have butchered that. They swapped accounts. Like they swapped account information, and I got that idea from them. And I hit Dark Rose Assassin up literally almost midnight Thursday of last week. And I was like, hey, you want to do an account takeover? She's like, sure. So I had to run through all the details of how it works and stuff. And how it works is what you do is you basically, and I want to say this before I reveal anything else, but like if you have 3 accounts already on TikTok, you'll have to delete one, or you'll have to log out of one to log into the account that you're taking over. So, because TikTok, for some reason, only allows up to 3. But what it is like, what you do is you and this other person are swapping login info.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what me and Dark Rose did. And you've also, you guys can, like, whoever you want to do an account takeover with, it's best to discuss, like, a time frame. For instance, me and Dark Rose are doing it for 1 week. Started on Friday and is ending on Friday.
Okay.
So that's pretty much how it works, really. And when I first started it, when I first uploaded on her account, it was hilarious to me on how many people commented and was like, "You're not Dark Rose. Who are you?" You know. And I'm like, I'm Relic. Hi. Because the audio, so the first video I did on her account, the audio I used is the one where it's like, hello, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. And I'm walking in a frame, and I'm lip syncing it. So.
Hold on 1 second. Dawn of Mischief, thank you for all those fucking titties. I love you. Holy shit.
Dawn of Mischief, hello. Welcome.
260 titties. Hell yeah. Continue.
I've lost where. So, well, like after I uploaded, so I was like laughing it off, and then like I uploaded a few more videos, and one of her regulars who sees her content all the time, he comments, he goes back and like this. Okay, I gotta give this guy credit first off. He was doing this for just this joke, but I didn't realize it at first. But like, he comments and is like, he comments on the first video I did on her account. And at this point, I had recorded like up to 15 videos, and he goes, "Okay, 15 videos is enough for me. Where's Dark Rose? I want her back." And I was like, "You're stuck with me till about another week." And people like, and it was kind of the same way like for my account for her uploading, because I would go back and read the comments on there too. People are like, it's because she used the same audio I did to first introduce it. And she was getting kind of the same feedback, except some of the people were like, Rose, what are you doing here? And I just thought it was funny. And one of our good friends, his username is Kays19, or Kaysbot_19, and he commented on on my video and was like, "What have you done with Rose? Where are you?" And he's joking this whole time. He's like, "What have you done with Rose? Who are you? You're not Rose. Where's she at?" And we all just laughed about it. So, and the whole point of it is to just do it, just like, there's 3 reasons I can actually think of why, like, of doing it. And reason 1 is just to have fun. You know, just to goof off, have fun. You know, have fun with it.
Yeah,
that's to push. Yeah,
that's really awesome. Because I don't know if you in Dark Corrupted server, but he actually started hosting account takeovers with auctions. Did you do it? And I'm kind of glad he finally stepped into like the interacting with like the whole OC community as a whole. Because that's
always a good thing.
Because I don't know if you know, I'm not naming names. I don't want any names dropped down right now. But like, I know someone else who was doing account takeover auctions, and I got the details of that, and then some other people didn't. But this is why I didn't join. The guy was taking 40% of the cut.
Oh wow!
And I'm like, I mean, hosting one of those is so easy. Hi, for an hour we're doing this for 5 people, or an hour and a half we're doing this for 5 people, 10 minutes per person. Be here at this time. Who could be here at this time to do this?
I put them on for about 13 minutes. For yours, it'd be 13 minutes on 380. Sorry about that.
You good cooking, right?
Yeah.
I gotcha. So with that being said about it, they started their own thing, and I could see like running one of those things is so easy. I already see the logistics behind it. Like, you don't, no offense, but you don't deserve 40%. I could see 5% max, but you're helping the community. Like, that's all you're doing. You're here to help people. Like, hey, I need 5 people who want to get auction off as an account takeover. We'll host it in Discord. Come out, hang out. I'll be doing a video chat while we'll have one specific channel for this. It takes like an hour and a half, and you could auction yourself off, and that's how you can like. Because me and Blood are thinking about doing that. We haven't put sign tuned it or set anything up because just work and time and just trying to get things going. And I just was finally happy seeing that like he actually like is doing something to help the community. It was really cool.
Oh yeah.
And because that helps people fund their stuff, that helps people get going. It's like, if you haven't reached that whole 10,000, I don't know if you know this, but the TikTok's creator thing.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I wanted to talk about. I was gonna ask you about that. If you got that notification.
Yes, it's actually you can go into a separate thing and access it.
Oh yeah, and I got I saw the notification yesterday. Or
Same.
No, the other day, whenever they sent it out, and I looked at it and I was reading it. I read over it carefully. I don't know, about 15 times, because I was like, okay, am I reading this right? You know.
Yeah.
And I looked at it. I'm like, okay, so reading over it, how it and this is how I'm understanding it. In order for you to be eligible for it, you must be over 18 years old, and which is kind of weird considering, you know, the whole thing with them banning people who don't look over 18 or whatever. That's kind of weird to me, you know, that's still a thing, but I understand why. 2, you have to have, and when I read it, it said you have to have at least 10,000 authentic followers, and I'm like, authentic? Okay, what does that mean?
People who are actually registered or did like an extra thing, you know, because I can load it up right now. I know how I can get to it.
And then you have to have over 10,000 video views and total in the past 30 days.
Yeah.
And from what I also like understand, you will not, or you can't cash out if you don't have over $50. I may be wrong on how I'm interpreting this part, but if you don't cash out what you have available at the end of the month, I could be wrong on this, but if you don't cash out what you have in your funds at the end of the month, from what I understand, I don't know if that gets taken away or
no. That was if you get banned or you go against the contract. Okay. So pretty much like.
Well, I didn't see that specification there.
It doesn't actually say that. It's just there's like basically how it works is you need 10,000. It's not loading up for some reason. You need 10,000 followers, organic followers, like people who have been like verified their email or whatever it shall be. 10,000 views, be over 18. Those are the 3 things. And once you get that, you could apply for it and you're in. It's just like the YouTube partner program. You need 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours, which I need 90 more subs, and then I'm in. And it works the same way as YouTube. The more views you get, the more money you get. But I'm pretty sure, like, unless you're hitting the millions and like on a regular basis, you won't be able to make a living off of it. But it's still going to be extra money in your pocket for creating content. So for me, it's like, holy crap. And like, it's continue.
I see this as like it's a really positive thing, because when reading it, it was like I read that they got $1 billion and they're going to fund all that.
No.
They had a $1 billion fund or something like that, and that's what they're doing, is giving back to creators.
Well, they realized,
how I was interpreting it.
Basically, what happened is they realized everyone knows they're making a lot of money.
Oh yeah,
so
for sure.
They realized that if
D'Amelio and stuff.
Yeah, they realized if they don't start giving back to its creators, it's gonna die like Vines. I actually made a video like that a while ago on YouTube, and essentially, if you don't pay attention to your creators that support your app, it's not going to stay alive. That's really what it is. And they see that. They're like, we might as well take this hit, help these creators, and we might not be able to pay them we might not pay them a lot, but we'll pay them something. So it's like they have an incentive of some sort. Like after some point, some people are like, why am I doing this? You make 1,000 videos, like, why am I doing this?
Oh yeah. And for me, when it gets to the point where it feels like a job, that's when you realize you should take a break, right?
Not really.
Well, now, no. Well, I mean, because like, I don't know about you, but I've taken countless number of breaks and stuff. Because there's been times where I'm like, okay, I feel like this is beginning to be like a job, and to me, that's not what this platform is about. What it's about is just having fun, and to see that they're doing this, because like, as well as much, or probably more than I do on this, but for a long time, they don't like, and even now they don't really listen to their people, because like that's one of the problems. Like that's why I saw it okay, this is going to die so fast, because they don't. At the time, they weren't listening to their people, like their content creators and stuff,
Yeah, they need to have more transparency. They really need more transparency. Why is this video flagged? Why did this happen? Why did you take this down? Why am I banned? Like, why is this just still banned?
I have no idea.
Because I got her on the show on the 30th, and it's just like, this is insane.
Who?
Ishness.
No, actually, I think she got her account back. I know her, Jackson, and Nomeo got their accounts back.
Wait, they all got banned again? What the fuck?
No. Well, they may have got. I don't know. Ishness. I need to follow Ishness. I thought I was at one point in time, and I guess I was, but it was when she got Thanos. Just like, one of mine and Amanda's friends. Her TikTok name is Maymay714.
Maymay, I know Maymay.
Yeah,
she's a great supporter. And, she knows Gothic Thug really well. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and I believe that she's on her third account on TikTok, because her first two, she got Thanos for no reason at all, and she couldn't appeal them. That's just like, and it was around the time when the whole live banning stuff was going on. And like and what had happened to her the first time was she was in someone's live showing support, and when she exited the live, her account was gone. It kicked her out of the app, and she went to log back into it, and it said it wouldn't let her log in because her account was banned. She did nothing wrong, not that I know.
What? This is what I don't get about TikTok was like their whole.
They're very. Yeah. It's weird. They're weird about how they are with their policies.
Well, with the policies are fine with the way they're written, but it's just how they enforce. Yes, how they enforce them. It's like, why don't you actually check these things? Why don't you actually check? Like, why is this just getting banned? None of their content is against guidelines.
And I've had something similar happen. Kina also had this happen, but she had this. This was a while back when mine happened and when hers happened. Mine happened way back, like after being on the app for about 3 months, like as a content creator. I was doing a live stream, and I'm sitting, and at the time, because I've changed my recording space numerous times. And now where I've got it, it's, I'm happy with it. But where I was recording at the time and where I was doing my live stream at the time, it's kind of like this. I was kind of sitting like this, and all of a sudden my live ends. And I was like, okay, I didn't end it. What happened? And I'm reading it, and it's like, it said, okay, I had a permanent live ban on my main account, which is the one that I use, the one that Dark Rose is on right now. That one had a permanent live stream ban. And it said I was banned for dangerous behavior. I was doing nothing dangerous.
Yeah.
So And Kino had the same thing happen. Kino had a permanent live ban. And I rallied and I did everything I could to get her live ban lifted. It took a bit. I think it took like maybe a few days. When I had mine, one of my friends who was in my live stream at the time, like they snapped, like they sent so many emails. They didn't tell me how many they sent, but they sent a lot of emails to TikTok. And I went to show one of my friends the next day that I couldn't go live anymore, which is why I have my backup account to go live on. But it's almost there, but it's not quite at 1,000 yet.
Yeah.
So I went to show them and I hit the live button and it let me go live. And I was like, okay, so, And that goes back to the whole TikTok's weird on how they enforce their policies.
Yes.
Like, they're not so weird about it now. Like, it's changed from how it was then to now. There's a clear change there. And that's good. But at the same time, you can still point out at times when, okay, that's weird. Like, the whole age thing, I don't get that, Because one of my friends, she's older than I am. She's 21. She can no longer go live.
Oh no! I get about I get like 5 or 10. I would say about maybe about 15 comments a week saying I'm 23 and I'm live from ban due to being underage.
See, that's I don't understand that.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't know if you did what my friend did, but my friend sent like a picture, like photographical evidence of her ID and birth certificate to appeal the ban, which that's what you have to do. And when she did, a few days later, she got a notification back, and they declined it. They said that wasn't actual proof. I'm sorry, but she sent her driver's license and her birth certificate, which is proof,
anywhere else.
How old she is. Oh, yeah. And it's like, they rejected that,
Yeah.
So, I don't get it.
And then trying to contact them again, it's like, no, not happening. Ironically, these are like the kind of same problems that people have with YouTube trying to contact them with anything. It's like, you just can't reach them. Yeah. Yep. It's crazy. So, man, we went on a big rant about TikTok here, and we're getting close to that hour mark. Does Chad have any more questions to ask while I'm asking my closing questions for the show? Anyone at all? But so I'll start with the first one. What is a question during this interview that you want to answer that I did not get to ask?
I was waiting for you to ask me about how I came up with my OCs.
Oh, sure, let's go. We kind of just went on other stuff, but okay. Amanda, retype that out, and we'll ask that when we're doing this. So how did you come up with your OCs?
Okay. Well, I have a total of 5 or 6 as of right now.
Okay.
It could be 7. I don't know. I have to count. But so the first one, which is the one that's always on my page, which is everyone has fallen in love with, is Kuroto. He is a demon vampire. He's a hybrid between the demonic forces and then the vampires. So, and his backstory is really fucked up. So I'm not going to say that on the live stream. But I would be more than glad to put like his description or his backstory in like Discord or something. But how I came up with him was me and my friend, this is the same friend who got me started with cosplay. I told my friend, because like my friend was like, so do you have any ideas or anything what you're gonna do here in the future or anything? I'm like, I kind of want to do a Deku cosplay. And that's when she sent me the wig and everything for him. And I was like, I got to thinking, and I'm like, okay, I'm changing my mind a little bit. I kind of want to do maybe a vampire OC. And I had fangs at the time, and I still do. But that's when the fangs had also come in. I'm like, okay, what if I take this and I put it with this, And that's how I came up with him. What originally was going to be a Deku cosplay turned into what is now my Thirst OC, as a lot of people like to call it. So that's how I came up with him.
Okay.
And I'm very proud with how he's turned out. He's gone through some wardrobe changes over the months I've been on the app, but I'm very proud with how he's turned out. And a lot of and to see everything, everyone comments about him and stuff, and I'm just like, I never thought this would have taken off like it did. Through the month of March, I only did that OC because that's all I felt like doing at the time. And throughout the month of March, I gained it. I think it was at 5K.
Okay.
I gained a whole another 5,000 followers through the month of March in a 30-day span. So,
thank you, AJ Phoenix, with that raid. How are you doing this evening? Okay, so do you like anime? Yes. Okay. Do you like anime? Now, real quick. Well, I don't think this is gonna be a real quick one, but Amanda the Vampire. Jorge, who and why inspires him to pick more than? Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Let me read this. I didn't actually read it. I got a question for him. Who and why inspires him? Or who inspires you? And all right. Out of all the creators that there are, how many people have inspired you to make more content?
Everybody, really. From all the support I have on that platform, along with all the people I follow on the platform, they all inspire me. Because to see, seeing them do what they do, and then seeing the feedback I get, just it pushes me to do more of it,
Gotcha.
And
okay.
That's
so you don't have one person that you always go to for inspiration. You just kind of scroll through TikTok and ooh, that looks cool. What is it? Neurotic Ragdoll. I'm sorry, but that OC was ingenious, original, and wow, that you did something new.
Cut my camera off for a minute because I gotta go outside to walk the dog right quick.
We're about to be over already.
Okay.
So just I just got two more questions. 5 in total, real quick. Favorite movie, real quick.
Favorite movie? That's a tough one because I'm not gonna include the movie I was in. So, favorite movie, probably any of the Star Wars movies.
Fair enough. Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Okay. Best chip in your opinion?
Lay's.
Lay's. All right. Now, is there an second to last question I asked? An interesting fact about yourself that no one would know besides being in a movie, since you just said that one, because that is interesting.
Interesting thing about me that no one knows. I can't really think of anything.
What movie were you in?
I was in a movie called Space Warriors, and I can tell you more about it if you'd like to hear more about it.
That's interesting. It's just Space Warriors, right? Okay.
Oh yeah.
So that's what was your role?
I was an extra, actually. I was only in it for 3 to 5 seconds.
Okay.
And but it was still a lot of fun. The guy that directed it actually is the same guy who directed Soul Surfer.
Very cool.
And I got to meet him. And granted, this movie didn't take off like he thought it was going to, but it was still pretty cool. It was still a really fun experience I had. I was actually about the same age I was when I started my YouTube stuff, which I was 12, 13. I was still what's considered today middle school. I was 7th going into 8th grade, and it happened over the summer, and it was really interesting. I've never that's one thing I've always wanted to do, and I checked that one off the bucket list pretty quick. So
Okay.
I got to meet people. I got to meet a lot of amazing people. For any of my Talladega Night fans out there, you guys know the little kid who says, "I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew." If you know that kid, I've actually got to meet him. And what's funny is, he was actually in the same scene I was in, and he played the role of the son of one of my dad's friends, who owns a race car, right?
Okay.
And so while we were waiting for our scene to shoot and stuff, I got to meet him. He's actually a really nice individual. His name's Grayson Russell, and he's actually from the same state I'm from. And he's a really, really talented guy. He's amazing at what he does on the screen. Most people think, okay, so they're a movie star. All that money's gonna go to their head. Everything's gonna go to their head. They're gonna abuse their power. No, he's actually one of those people who's like, he gives back. He gives back to the community.
Nice.
So he's a really good guy. And actually, his mom got me confused with him one time while we were waiting to film our scene, which was hilarious. That's a story I need to tell on TikTok, actually, for a story time. That'd be a really good story.
That would be a good story time. You should do that, making like a 2-part series or some shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so my last question is, do you have any questions for me and Blood?
Yes. What is your favorite viral trend that you have?
We don't do trends.
No, don't do trends. Okay.
No.
Favorite video you've done?
We have done trends, but it's not like I think trends are like, and the recent one with the transition, that's pretty cool, but it's not something that catches me. I like doing more original type stuff. So
I agree with you there. Sometimes I'll do a trend here and there, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so favorite video you and Blood have produced. How about that one? I'll go.
I would have to say it's a minute-long video. It took like almost 3 hours to shoot. It was mostly Blood's idea, but it was the violin version of the Britney Spears song, and it's one of the ones really I enjoyed it because it really portrayed what we could do if we were able to do more, if we did more like that, instead of being more thirst content with a couple.
Oh yeah,
we end up being the thirst couple, it seems like, in a lot of videos.
Oh yeah.
Anything else? Oh, Amanda wanted to say she had to go and you did great.
Well, I will be telling her thank you. And actually, I have someone in recommendation. Do a shout out actually, and I actually ask you recommendation after the show. That's okay. So this shout out is going to go to my friend who actually helped me get started on TikTok. Her username is the Royal Siren, and she is an amazing person. And I can't thank her enough for being there for me. And she's actually, we talked about people that inspire me earlier, and I said pretty much everyone. She's actually one of the first people to originally inspire me, because what's funny is how we ended up meeting and stuff. Was she had followed me, she discovered me on TikTok. She followed me on there, and she did a duet with me, and the duet caught my eye, and I was like, okay. So I followed her, and her account blew up quicker than mine, and I was really proud of her, and I'm proud of her. She's amazing at all the stuff she does, and she's always been there for me. I can't really thank her enough for anything. So, and I wanted to tell her that about the stream, but she was busy at the time. So
awesome. Mm-hmm. Any more questions about us? Or do you want to know?
All right. You asked me about TikTok crushes. I'm going to ask you. Other than Blood, who's yours?
I don't have any crushes. I have like TikTok creator favorites. Like there's this one named
Favorites
Hythrall.
count.
Hythrall. She's a barbarian gnome. I don't know why. I love her content, but she's a barbarian gnome that does Star Wars content, does lightsaber tutorials, and some like comedy stuff. She also does Star Wars cosplay. She does a lot. I found her when she was at 20K like 2.5 months ago. Now she's at like 100K something.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she jumped up, but her content, it makes sense. Who else? This one that no one probably knows because she fell off the face of the planet and doesn't really make content anymore. Well, she does make content, but she's busy with in real life stuff.
Yeah.
Hell's Demons.
That reminds me of one of my friends.
Like I'll send you hers and Hythrall's so you could check them out. Those are this isn't TikTok, but this is Twitch and it's Ghoul Bagel.
Oh, I love Ghoul Bagel.
Because she's just, I watch her stream, and when I get time to watch her stream, it's so chill, and yet it's so like, it's just so chill. I don't know why. My wife's like, how? I'm like, I don't know. I just do.
It's one of those unexplained.
Yeah.
I mean, also, who doesn't love Ghoul Bagel?
It's what I mean. Like, really, like it's like you talk to her. It's like you have to. Like, it's just her persona. It's so interesting. I would say those are my main like 3 that I thoroughly enjoy. Like, I'll go and watch and chill out and hang out with. Yeah. There's some other ones. But it's not thrown off the top of my head. Like, I look at them for a different perspective, not as in like, hey, I like you as a whole, just like, oh, that's a great idea type stuff.
Oh yeah.
You got one more or that's it?
You talked about someone that you had followed and they kind of fell off the face of the earth, and you know.
Yeah.
I have a friend who is the exact same way. She's got I think she's got like 3 or 4 jobs right like at once. She doesn't have to go to all of them at one time, but you know, she's got like up to 3 or 4 jobs right now, and her username is Sally_clown. And
she did fall off the face of the planet. She did the whole fucking like hairy vagina
so you know
thing.
Her.
Yes, I do know her. She popped in my live. I called her something else, and like my wife is like comes in the room. They're like, that's not her name. But yeah, so is she coming back or is she okay?
Actually, I talked to her a few days ago, and she doesn't have time to make content at the moment, but she is hoping to return.
I get it. It's hard. I work 6 days a week.
Oh yeah.
Monday through Saturday, 8 to 9 hour days. I come home, I try to take like an hour nap, and then I go stream until like 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. sometimes. I don't fall asleep till 4 and I wake up at 6:30.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. I can't do that.
It took almost like 6 months of practice to get used to it. But now I'm used to it, and yeah.
But she's hoping to return soon. And
Nice.
Me and her, I have a funny story about her actually. Okay, so when she discovered my page, it was one of my best thirst trap videos I had ever made. And I was her TikTok crush. I don't know if I still am, but I was at the time. And I followed her back, and she flipped her shit, bro. I'm not joking. And she was like, what the hell? What? I'm like, hi, it's me, surprise. And then, like, we got acquainted and became friends, and she's like me and her give each other crap all the time. And I would make a thirst post, and then she'd be like, oh, I see what you're doing. I have to make one better. And so she would tag me in one that she did. And I'm like, okay, I got to make one better. So,
yeah, she's cool. She's really cool.
She's really cool. She's a really chill, down to earth person. And she's one of my good friends. We haven't talked much lately, but she's one of my good friends. Nice.
Very nice. Well, I hope she comes back. And
me too.
I thoroughly enjoyed this interview. I'm glad you were able to make it, and I'm glad I was able to contact you. I'm at work. I'm like, I looked at my calendar. I'm like, fuck, I have an interview today. Who the fuck am I interviewing today?
Oh, hey, trust me, I feel that because like I work at a thrift store, and I just started this job, and I'm like, okay, I got up this morning. All right, I don't want to work today, but I got to work. And through work, like, I just went to lunch, and I looked at my phone. I pulled out my phone, and I saw your message. And I'm like, oh shoot, I had that today, don't I? So,
oh damn,
you weren't the only one. And then like, I got home, like, I worked the rest of my shift, and I had forgot about it again. And then I got home, and you'd messaged me again. And I'm like, oh yeah, crap, I can't forget that thing. And then Amanda messaged me, hey, let me know before this happens. I'm like, okay, I will. So, and hey, if anyone's honored, I feel truly honored to be interviewed on your Twitch.
Well, you're welcome. Thank Amanda, because I did not know about you until Amanda. I have not been able to like really browse your page, but I'm glad you were on the show, and I will probably check out the show. I'll explain that in a moment, Fulmer. And we're going to go into private chat for a few minutes, but we're going to sign off of here. So, bye, everyone. I will be back shortly doing Apex with my son and Wolf. So, or if my son wants to play, I don't know. But we'll be right back. Peace.